Welcome everyone to the second best sports show ever, 2BSSE acronym. My name is Jesse Jarvis.
Taylor Rancourt.
And
we got a playoff. Oh, sorry, sir.
No.
We got to play. Oh,
we're on the same page.
Yeah, we are. 2BSSE.
Yep.
2 East
A lot of chemistry.
Yep. we got we got a playoff special for y'all. Because it is that time of year.
The playoff time.
Yeah, where we got a woo. We got 6 teams per conference, so that means 12. Taylor, I can do math because I originally thought 6 teams trying to reach Super Bowl 50
5-0
in Santa Clara.
Santa Clara, where
Classic Santa Clara.
Where the Santa Clara 49ers play.
Yep, Santa Clara 49ers.
It's a big time of the year for football and for football fans.
Big time.
It's where everything becomes literally 100 times more exciting. There's something about playoff football that I would say is above any other playoffs in any other sport.
Yep.
Mostly because it's one and done kind of stuff, which is unlike any other professional sport, at least the main sports. So it's a big deal, you know. And I mean that makes it more exciting.
They're always hard-fought games.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
hard-fought.
Yep.
Very few blowouts.
Like in basketball and baseball, you got either 5 or 7 game series where if you lose one game, it's not that huge of a deal. But if you do that here in the NFL,
you're at it.
Adios amigo.
Oh, no mas.
For all you Latin viewers out there.
Latin.
Well, I mean, we're going to do our predictions, and we're going to talk a little bit about each game, just like we usually do. And we're going to start with the AFC, which will be... The AFC day is Saturday this week. And the first game of... on Saturday will be the Chiefs and the Texans.
It's going to be a good game.
By the way, at the very beginning, let's say 6 games through into the season, both of these teams were expected to be probably close to last place teams.
Oh yeah. Chiefs just lost Jamal Charles after they were already 1-2, 1-3,
yeah, and
or whatever.
At 6 games, they were 1-5.
Yeah.
End of the season 11-5, 10-game winning streak. How crazy is that?
Yeah.
The Texans, they finished the year 9-7. A lot better than I want to say everyone would have expected them, especially with Arian Foster not being a part of their team.
They've had 4 different quarterbacks get a W.
Alfred Blue is their main running back.
Yeah. I guess you could say he came out of the blue this year. Get it?
Yeah. And he to me, he literally did nothing this year.
He had like 1 or 2 good games.
And that's good for him.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a starting running back. Yeah, it's just, I guess basically their defense is very good. Overachieving even. Because, they have a good defense, but I think they overachieved in certain areas. And at quarterback, Brian Hoyer, who became their guy, he's going to be a playoff quarterback.
He did good enough, though, when he did play. He basically tossed it up to Hopkins and let Hopkins do his thing.
Yeah, when you got someone like Hopkins on your team, just throwing the ball.
It's perfect. Anywho, who you choose and do some losing?
I'm going to have to go Chiefs are going to win on the road.
I agree.
It's weird that they're on the road at 11-5 against a 9-7. That's just the way it works out. The wild card situation. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think if you have a better record, you should probably be the home team. But
Told that to the Hawks a couple years ago against the Saints.
Yeah. Anyway,
Beast quick.
I chose the Chiefs. Who are you choosing?
I also choose the Chiefs. They're just playing too hot. Alex Smith is doing Alex Smith things. Doesn't turn the ball over at all. The offense looks pretty good.
And with the loss of Jamal Charles. They had 2 running backs step up, and I think they have both done well in replacing him. Each of them, I mean, I would say
one of
they
them
both had their
scored.
games.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, they both had their better games than the other person. It's kind of like pick a poison kind of thing. And if you have both of them as a committee, you're probably going to do pretty well. Even though, if you think about it, if they were on a different team, you might not see them start.
Yeah.
But here they are carrying the team.
They're carrying the load
into the playoffs on a 10-game winning streak.
Yes, sir. Both got the Chiefs.
Yeah, we both have the Chiefs. I think it's going to be... It might be a blowout.
Yeah, I'm thinking blowout.
I just don't think the Texans are going to score very many points. Not necessarily the Chiefs are going to score a lot of points, but I don't think the Texans are going to score very many.
I hear you.
Moving on to the next game, we got the Steelers and Bengals, a division rivalry.
Yep, meeting for the 3rd time this year.
Mm-hmm.
They each got a victory before, 1-1 against each other.
The biggest thing in this game, I would say, is the fact that AJ McCarron.
Age of Daltron.
Yeah, Dalton is not going to play, so AJ McCarron will be the starting quarterback for the Bengals, and I think that basically will tell the tale.
Yep, exactly.
But the Bengals have been a monster team defensively as of late, and the Steelers have struggled the last couple of weeks. They lost to the Ravens, and they barely beat the Browns. So
Sucks.
But it is Big Ben in the playoffs.
Yeah, and they also lost Angelo Williams, possibly.
Yeah, he's questionable. They literally need him for the playoffs. Maybe not in this game.
Yeah.
Just because, and maybe not in general, but just because of how potent their passing game is. I think they have the top passing attack in the NFL.
Once it gets hot,
Yeah, like Ben Roethlisberger throwing it to literally 4 different super fast wide receivers.
Yeah, Brown,
game breakers.
Bryant. Literally can't do anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hayward Bay has a game every once in a while.
Yeah, he had a good week last week.
Yeah.
And Marcus Wheaton, also capable of having a great game. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the Steelers will win this game on the road, just based on the fact that, Ben Roethlisberger against AJ McCarron. And I just think that they have a better all-around team as long as Dalton's not in. And obviously, if Le'Veon Bell was still in, it would be no question.
Yeah, no question.
Steelers would win
by a mile.
But
and for me, the Steelers are just they've just been struggling, so it's hard for me to pick them. But again, you can't go wrong with Big Ben in the playoffs. What has Cincinnati done in the playoffs for 4 or 5 years in a row now?
Yeah, even with their starting quarterback, they lose in the first
round. A year. So I got to go with the Steelers. I'm expecting the backup running back to have 70 yards this game.
70 yards, which would be enough to supplement the offense to
get the play action going.
Yep.
So if he gets at least 70 yards, Pittsburgh's going to win.
I would have to agree with that. So we both got the Steelers, and
I'm pretty sure we're not going to choose opposite teams in the playoffs because these are the best teams, and
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I hear you.
We got a few more weeks ahead of us. But I think if I had to say, if the Steelers are going to win by a field goal or touchdown or whatever, I would say they might win by 14 points.
Yeah. 2
touchdowns, just high-powered offense.
I feel you.
Do you feel me?
I feel you.
That basically is it for that. Literally is it for the AFC. It's crazy just talking about 4 games.
Yeah, this week. Yeah,
we've been used to talking about 15 or so. So we're moving on to the NFC that we'll be playing on Sunday, and we're gonna end our little prediction ceremony. By the way. With the Seahawks that play first on Sunday. We're going to talk about the Packers and Redskins first.
Yes.
The Packers of Green Bay are going to roll into town in our nation's capital, where Obama resides for the time being.
Technically, DC is its own little thing, and Washington's in Virginia.
Yeah, whatever. It's Washington Redskins. Normal Skins, sorry.
Normal Skins, yeah. The Washington Normal Skins.
The Green Bay Packers are going against the Washington Normal Skins.
Mm-hmm.
Normal Skins being the home team. Does that mean anything?
It does. Only
does.
for Kirk Cousins, because he only plays good at home.
That's exactly
Not only,
right.
but he plays very well at home.
I believe they had a 6-2 record at home, and Kirk Cousins had his biggest games at home.
Yeah, he's only thrown, I think, like 2 picks all year at home.
Yeah, he's
a
having
dozen
a great
touchdowns.
year at home. The interesting thing in this game is the Packers, for the first 6 games of the year, they had literally an unstoppable defense.
Mm-hmm.
They were top 5, I believe, in the first 5-6 weeks, and ever since that time, and also Aaron Rodgers was having a great year until that time. And then I don't know what happened, but they just kind of fell apart as a complete team.
Mm-hmm.
They were 5-0 to start the year, and then they did end up 10-6.
Kind of complete opposite of the Redskins.
So yeah, they were 5-6 in their last 11 games.
Mm-hmm.
That's a terrible record.
Yeah, for the Packers too.
Especially for an Aaron Rodgers
Reigning
led
MVP.
team.
Yeah. Pretty sure statistically this is his like worst year all across the board.
Yeah.
Pick anything
because
worse.
his first year starting, he had an amazing year, and ever since then he's just been unstoppable.
Mm-hmm.
Except for he had an injury-plagued year a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's just been Aaron Rodgers was viewed as the best player in the NFL.
Oh yeah.
And this year, it's kind of seemed like that's not really the case, even though he doesn't have Jordy Nelson and Eddie Lacy. He's been playing like a bum.
Yep.
He's looking like Trent Richardson out there.
Actually, though.
Actually.
Just as big.
Yeah.
Get it?
Same size, same output.
Yeah.
And that was a big, that was part of their success last year for the Packers. They could have went to the Super Bowl if there wasn't miracles happening in Seattle.
Get it?
But Eddie Lacy was a gigantic part of that, and I mean that's.
Whoa. We already know he's fat this year. You don't need to call him gigantic anymore. Expect up a little weight.
he definitely. Eddie Lacy definitely lost a little bit on the whole athletic side of him.
Yeah, and he gained a bit on the scale, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, but what I was saying is that's a huge part of Aaron Rodgers' success is being able to not have the opposing team just focus only on the passing game, just because, they don't. James what's his face? James Starks. He had a great. I think he had a better year than Eddie Lacy, and as a backup.
Yeah.
And
he's a pro.
No, yeah, James Starks. He always,
pro.
he doesn't expect to be a starter.
Yeah.
He just goes out there and tries his hardest every single year. He's been there for a while too.
He was the legit starting back for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, and maybe he deserved that this year.
Yeah.
With the way Eddie Lacy played, but
so,
they kind of expected Eddie Lacy to get out of his funk, which he did. I want to say 3 weeks ago. Eddie Lacy had a great game, and then everyone's like, "Oh, okay, here we go." But then no.
So, with that being said, who do you got?
I have to say the Packers will win this game.
Okay.
I just have a hard time going against Aaron Rodgers, especially playoff time. I don't know, but any other year, I would say this is the easiest victory out of every single game. Packers against Redskins, but you got the offensive firepower of the Redskins.
Offensive firepower.
The
normal skins.
I think the only way that the normal skins will win this game is if Jordan Reed has a big game, and if Deshaun Jackson has over 100 yards.
Interesting.
because Deshaun Jackson has been hit and miss ever since he came back from his injuries, and he is a game changer, but he is not consistent.
Yeah.
But
I hear you.
Deshaun Jackson is a game changer, so look out for that. But I'm going to say the Packers will win.
And for me, I think the Redskins right now, people are, talking about the Chiefs and Redskins are like the hottest teams in football. I would, most people are saying. For me,
and the Cardinals before last week.
Yeah, until the ass whooping they get.
Yeah.
But,
brought to you by the Seahawks.
Well, by the way. And, so the Redskins, this entire year, they're 9-7?
Mm-hmm.
All 9 of their wins came against losing teams.
You researched that?
I did.
Good.
Yes. Not making the shit. I would look that shit up, man.
That's.
I mean, at the time,
we were talking about that.
As in,
you researched it, and you were right.
As in, when they versed X team in X week, those teams had losing records at the time. Not that it doesn't matter if they're winning now; it's at the time.
Right.
And when they got all those W's, they were against losing teams. So, with that being said, you got to go with the Packers, reigning MVP. The only thing I have to say that would concern me about the Packers is their O-line, and the Redskins have a pretty good defensive line and linebackers. If they apply enough pressure on the what are they called, the cheeseheads, then I think that'd be the biggest difference in my opinion is the line for Green Bay, whether they can hold them.
Also, the Redskins are going to have a lot of fire under their butts.
Yeah.
To win this
Offensive
game.
fire butts.
The Redskins are gonna come at the Packers with everything they got.
Yeah.
They're in the playoffs.
And also, if they have fire butts, they're going to be Redskins.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Get it?
I don't know. I think this might be a better game than people might think.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm.
It might be close. I mean, but it's all in the hands of Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers plays like he can, there's gonna be no contest.
Foul shout.
But it's hard to do with a mediocre or subpar running back this year.
In a line that's
I kind of expect. If Eddie Lacy starts and if he doesn't have more than 30, 40 yards in the first quarter, they're putting James Starks.
Yeah.
If the Packers are losing in the first quarter, they're going to put in James Starks because he will always bring everything he's got. So,
for sure.
Packers.
3 for 3.
To end, I don't think we're going to change. I don't think we're going to disagree on this one either. And if we did, I'd have to question a little loyalty. I saw that wink. We got the Seahawks. What are you?
Against the horn.
Oh, you're going to do against the Vikings. I would reserve that for when you think they're going to win. Unless.
We'll save it for next year. Mm-hmm. Heard it here first. I don't know. I said that.
Seahawks, Vikings, thoughts?
Go. Oh, me. Okay. This is not going to be like the last game where we won by 30 plus?
Yeah, it was 37 to 6 or something, 35 to 6.
That's just
or 7.
It's not possible to stop Adrian Peterson 2 games out of the year to under 100 yards. That if that happens, then holy shit, I'm going to freak out. That's the best running back in the last 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. Insert year here. One of the best of all time. And
it's not the best.
Yeah. And to stop him twice this year to make him literally look like a baby out there. I don't see that happening. I can't see that happening. So I think it's going to be a lower scoring game because also the Vikings defense, the last time we versed, Harrison Smith got hurt. Anthony Barr was out. Easily their 2 best defensive players. And then their best defensive lineman was out. So, I mean, they're getting 3 key starters back.
Here's the thing, though. The Seahawks, they have the hardest time with a great passing offense, like against a great passing offense. So that's the only the comforting thing for me is Teddy Bridgewater. He was having a pretty good year, but not only is he a second-year quarterback, but his wide receiver core is not good.
Yeah. They have Stephon Diggs, and that's it.
Mike Wallace is their number one receiver, for the year.
He has been number one since he was in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he's just a number one guy. But I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that the passing offense will do. I mean, Teddy Bridgewater had the worst game of his career last time the Seahawks played him. He had less than 100 yards passing or something. I don't know. It was unbelievable. I think that he will have another bad game against the Seahawks, but like he said, nothing about this game I think will match the last
previous
matchup.
one. Yeah, not at all. We were literally clicking on special teams, defense, offense, everything.
And
not that we won't click now.
No, I know.
It's the fact that the other team's
great
click a little
week
more
last
too.
week against the Cardinals on all cylinders. But interesting thing is that the one touchdown that the Vikings scored last time we played them was on special teams.
Yep.
So
Cordell Patterson. You're welcome, by the way.
Adrian Peterson and Teddy Bridgewater, who's thrown. He's had 2 5-touchdown games this year.
Yeah.
None of them scored or got even anywhere near scoring. But won't happen again.
And we got beast mode back.
It's playoff football. Yeah, we're gonna have beast mode.
Could be our savior.
Yeah. If we didn't have beast mode, no chance of winning the Super Bowl. We have been doing good with the insert running back here as of late, just based on Russell Wilson's
scrambling.
Just Russell Wilson's been having the best 2 months of his life, passing wise. And
we finally slept with Sierra.
I just without a strong running game, the Seahawks don't have what it takes to win the Super Bowl. Because that's basically who we are. Is we run first, establish the run, and then
get the play
it opens up the long shots
long shots
to Tyler Lockett. Too bad we don't have Paul Richardson. But I don't know.
Story of his career so far.
Yeah, sucks.
And also, as per usual, another player who's been really hot for the Vikings and who this position has been destroying the Seahawks all year is the tight end position, Kyle Rudolph.
Mm-hmm.
So Rudolph staying a little late this Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, that was really bad.
No, it wasn't that bad. Rudolph, he's gonna try to lead the way. For the Vikings offense. He's gonna lead the way.
Yeah. I feel like he's their only hope on offense if AP doesn't do anything.
Right. So watch out for Rudolph.
Watch out for any tight end against the Seahawks.
But are you gonna compare Teddy Bridgewater to Santa Claus?
No, because we know who Black Santa's on. He's on our team.
Michael Bennett.
Yes, sir. No, who Black Santa's on? Oh shit.
That pretty much does it for our first episode for the playoffs. The playoff format episode.
Playoffs?
Playoffs?
Playoffs.
We're just trying to win a game.
Yeah.
Jim Moore. Yes, we are done with our playoffs. First week. We hope that you maybe learned something, maybe you agreed with something. If you disagree with what we have to say, put in the comments. We'd love to see it. Down below.
It says add comment.
Yeah. Also, put some love below.
Literally just put love in the comments.
Love. Do it. Anyway, I think it was a pretty good week for us.
Mm-hmm. No disagreements, but weird. Weird. I don't know how I feel about it.
We're on the same page.
Same page.
En la página misma.
Sí.
For all you Latin viewers.
Gracias. Buenas noches.
Gracias, buenas noches. No, anyway. Thanks for watching. Please watch again next week. Please comment, like.
Tweet at us.
Tweet.
on
our Facebook page, 2BS to see. Twitter is the same thing, 2BSSC.
Everything.
Just give us any feedback that you want.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be back next week for some more
Divisional playoff.
divisional playoffs. It's going to get more and more interesting as it goes. So,
yes, sir.
I guess we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thank you.
2BSSC.
Second best sport show ever.
Good night.
Buenas noches.